In today's message, we're going to talk about something that I believe is crucial for personal growth and success: working harder on yourself. You see, many of us are constantly working hard on our jobs, our relationships, and our daily tasks. But we often neglect the most important work of all: working on ourselves. But don't worry, you're not alone in this struggle. I've been there too. And I know how easy it is to get caught up in the daily grind and forget about our own personal development. But here's the good news. By listening to this message, you can turn things around. You can start investing in yourself and see incredible results in all areas of your life. So let's dive into the 5 ways that will help you work harder on yourself and become the best version of yourself. Starting with number 5. The 5th way to work harder on yourself is taking care of your physical and mental health. We live in a fast-paced world where we are constantly bombarded with responsibilities, deadlines, and expectations. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget to take care of ourselves, but I am here to remind you that your health should always be a top priority. Without good health, everything else in life becomes meaningless. First and foremost, let's talk about physical health. Our bodies are like machines, and just like any machine, they need proper maintenance to function at their best. This means getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, and staying active. It's not about being perfect or having a six-pack. It's about feeling good and having the energy to tackle whatever challenges come your way. I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't have time to exercise or cook healthy meals. Well, let me tell you this, you don't have time not to. Investing in your physical health now will save you time, money, and energy in the long run. As the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Don't wait until your body breaks down to start taking care of it. And let me tell you, the benefits of a healthy body go far beyond just physical appearance. When you take care of your body, you will have more energy, better focus, and a stronger immune system. This means you will be able to work harder and achieve more in all areas of your life. As I always say, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Now, let's move on to mental health. This is a topic that is often overlooked, but it is just as important as physical health. Our minds are powerful tools, and just like our bodies, they need proper care and maintenance. We live in a society that glorifies busyness and constantly being on the go. But I want to remind you that it's okay to slow down and take a break. Mental health includes taking care of your emotional well-being, managing stress, and finding ways to relax and recharge. This can look different for everyone, but some common practices include meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, or simply taking a break from technology. Whatever it may be, make sure you are taking the time to check in with yourself and prioritize your mental health. I know many of you may be thinking, but Jim, I can't afford to take a break. I have too much to do. But let me ask you this. What good are you to anyone if you are burnt out, stressed, and overwhelmed? Taking care of your mental health is not a luxury, it is a necessity. And when you prioritize your mental health, you will be able to work harder and more effectively in all areas of your life. In addition, taking care of your mental health also means surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. We all know that we are influenced by the people we spend the most time with. So make sure you are surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Now I want to address a common misconception about working harder on yourself. Many people think that it means pushing yourself to the limit, sacrificing your health and well-being for success. But let me tell you, that is not the case. Working harder on yourself means finding a balance between pushing yourself to grow and taking care of yourself along the way. I often hear people say, I'll take care of my health once I achieve my goals. But let me tell you this, there will always be another goal to achieve. If you keep putting off your health, you may never get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Don't wait for the perfect time to start taking care of yourself. The perfect time is now. Now to number 4. The fourth way to work harder on yourself is practicing self-discipline. Now, before we dive into this topic, let me ask you a question. How many of you have set goals for yourselves only to give up on them soon after? How many of you have started a new habit only to break it a few days later? I'm sure many of you can relate to this. And the reason behind this is simple: lack of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control one's impulses, emotions, and actions in order to achieve a desired goal. It is the key to success in any aspect of life, be it personal or professional. It is what separates the winners from the losers, the successful from the mediocre. You see, success doesn't come easy. It requires hard work, dedication, and most importantly, self-discipline. It's not about having the perfect plan or the right resources. It's about having the willpower to stick to your plan and make the most out of the resources you have. So how do we practice self-discipline? Let me share with you some tips that have helped me in my own journey of personal development. Firstly, set clear and specific goals. Without a clear destination in mind, it's easy to lose track and give in to distractions. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Write them down and keep them in a place where you can see them every day. This will serve as a constant reminder and keep you motivated to stay on track. Secondly, create a routine and stick to it. Our habits shape our lives, and it's important to have a routine that supports our goals. This could include waking up early, exercising, reading, or any other activity that aligns with your goals. It's not easy to break old habits and form new ones, but with consistent effort and discipline, it can be done. Next, learn to say no. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with distractions and temptations. It's easy to get sidetracked and lose focus on our goals. But it's important to learn to say no to things that do not align with our goals. This could mean saying no to social events, unhealthy food, or even negative people. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. Another important aspect of self-discipline is managing our time effectively. Time is a precious resource, and it's important to use it wisely. Plan your day in advance and prioritize your tasks. This will help you stay focused and avoid wasting time on unimportant things. Moreover, it's important to hold yourself accountable. It's easy to make excuses and blame external factors for our lack of progress. But the truth is, we are responsible for our own actions and results. Take ownership of your mistakes and learn from them. And when you do achieve your goals, celebrate your success and use it as motivation to keep going. Lastly, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. We are greatly influenced by the people we spend our time with. If you want to be successful, surround yourself with people who have similar goals and values. They will not only support and motivate you, but also hold you accountable for your actions. Now, I know that practicing self-discipline is not easy. It requires commitment, consistency, and a strong will. But I can assure you, the rewards are worth it. When you have self-discipline, you have the power to shape your life and achieve your dreams. Now to number 3. The third way to work harder on yourself is investing in self-education. As I have said before, success is not something that happens to you. It is something that you create. And one of the key elements in creating success is investing in yourself. Now you may be wondering, what exactly is self-education? Well, it is the process of actively seeking out knowledge and skills that will help you grow and improve as a person. It is about taking the initiative to learn and develop yourself, rather than waiting for someone else to do it for you. And let me tell you, there is no better investment you can make than investing in yourself. You see, the world we live in is constantly changing and evolving. And if we want to keep up and stay ahead, we must be willing to learn and adapt. As the great philosopher Socrates once said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing." This means that no matter how much we think we know, there is always more to learn. And the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. So how do we go about investing in self-education? Well, the first step is to have a hunger for knowledge. You must have a desire to learn and grow. As I always say, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Don't just rely on the education you received in school. Continue to educate yourself through books, seminars, workshops, and any other resources available to you. The second step is to be selective in what you learn. There is a wealth of information out there, but not all of it is valuable or relevant to your goals and aspirations. You must be discerning and choose to learn things that will help you in your personal and professional life. As the saying goes, don't just read the easy stuff. You may be entertained by it, but you will never grow from it. The third step is to take action on what you learn. Knowledge is only power when it is applied. It is not enough to just consume information. You must put it into practice. As I always say, ideas can be life-changing. Sometimes all you need to open the door is just one more good idea. So don't be afraid to try new things and put your knowledge into action. Now you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't have the time or money to invest in self-education. And to that I say you can't afford not to. The truth is, we make time and money for the things that are important to us. And if you truly want to achieve success, then investing in yourself should be a top priority. Think about it. Successful people are constantly learning and growing. They understand that their success is directly tied to their personal development, and they are willing to invest the time and money to improve themselves. As the great entrepreneur Warren Buffett once said, "The best investment you can make is in yourself." Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I'm already successful. I don't need to invest in self-education. And to that I say, success is not a destination, it is a journey. And if you stop learning and growing, you will eventually fall behind. As the saying goes, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Investing in self-education not only helps us achieve success, but it also helps us maintain it. It keeps our minds sharp and our skills relevant. It allows us to adapt to changes and challenges in our personal and professional lives. And most importantly, it helps us become the best version of ourselves. And now number two. The number two way to work harder on yourself is developing a growth mindset. Now you may be wondering, what exactly is a growth mindset? Well, let me explain. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed and improved through hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It is the understanding that we are not limited by our current skills or talents, but rather we have the potential to continuously grow and improve. So why is having a growth mindset so important? Because it is the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving your dreams. You see, many people have a fixed mindset, which is the belief that our abilities and intelligence are set in stone. They believe that they are either good at something or they're not, and there's nothing they can do to change it. This kind of thinking is limiting and can hold us back from reaching our true potential. But those with a growth mindset understand that success is not based on innate talent, but rather on effort and hard work. They see challenges as opportunities for growth, and they embrace failure as a necessary part of the learning process. They are not afraid to step out of their comfort zone and try new things, because they know that with dedication and perseverance, they can improve and achieve their goals. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I'm not a naturally talented person. I don't have what it takes to succeed. Well, let me tell you something. Talent is overrated. It's not about how naturally talented you are. It's about how hard you're willing to work. As the saying goes, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. Do you think they got to where they are solely because of their talent? No. They got there because they had a growth mindset. They were willing to put in the time, effort, and hard work to continuously improve and achieve their goals. Take Michael Jordan, for example. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But did you know that he was cut from his high school basketball team? That's right. The man who went on to win 6 NBA championships and numerous MVP awards was not initially seen as talented enough to make his high school team. But instead of giving up, he used that rejection as motivation to work even harder. He developed a growth mindset and became one of the most successful and iconic athletes in history. Now, I'm not saying that developing a growth mindset is easy. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to push past your comfort zone. But I can guarantee you that the rewards are worth it. When you have a growth mindset, you are constantly challenging yourself, learning new things, and achieving things you never thought possible. So how can you develop a growth mindset? The first step is to start believing in yourself. Believe that you have the potential to grow and improve. Believe that you are not limited by your current abilities or circumstances. Believe that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Next, embrace challenges and failures. Don't be afraid to try new things and step out of your comfort zone. And when you do fail, don't see it as a setback, but rather as an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of the journey to success. Surround yourself with people who have a growth mindset. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So make sure you are surrounding yourself with people who will challenge and inspire you to grow and improve. And finally, never stop learning. Read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, whatever it takes to continuously expand your knowledge and skills. The more you learn, the more you grow. And now, number 1, see, I have spent my life studying success and personal development, and I have come to the conclusion that setting clear and specific goals is the number 1 way to achieving greatness. Let me ask you, what do you want out of life? What are your dreams, your aspirations, your goals? Do you want to be financially free, have a successful career, or have a happy and fulfilling personal life? Whatever it is that you desire, I can assure you that setting clear and specific goals is the first step towards achieving them. You see, goals are like a roadmap. They give us direction and purpose. Without them, we are wandering aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon success. But with clear and specific goals, we have a destination in mind, and we can take the necessary steps to get there. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I have goals. I want to be successful. And that's great, but let me ask you this. Are your goals clear and specific? Are they written down? And do you have a plan to achieve them? You see, vague goals like I want to be successful or I want to be rich will not get you very far. They lack direction and specificity. On the other hand, clear and specific goals are measurable, achievable, and have a deadline. For example, instead of saying, I want to be successful, a clear and specific goal would be, I want to increase my sales by 20% in the next 6 months. Do you see the difference? The second goal is specific, measurable, and has a deadline. This makes it easier to track your progress and adjust your actions accordingly. But setting clear and specific goals is not enough. You must also have a plan to achieve them. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You must break down your goals into smaller, actionable steps. What do you need to do to achieve your goal? What skills do you need to develop? What resources do you need? By creating a plan, you are setting yourself up for success. Now, I want to share with you a technique that has helped me and countless others achieve our goals. It is called the SMART goal-setting method. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. Specific means your goal should be clear and well-defined. Measurable means you should be able to track your progress and know when you have achieved your goal. Achievable means your goal should be realistic and within your reach. Relevant means your goal should align with your values and aspirations. And time-bound means your goal should have a deadline. By using the SMART method, you are setting yourself up for success. You are giving yourself a clear roadmap to follow, and you are holding yourself accountable by setting a deadline. But setting clear and specific goals is not enough. You must also have the right mindset to achieve them. You must believe in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals. You must have a burning desire to succeed and be willing to put in the hard work and dedication required. As I always say, if you want to have more, you have to become more. This means that in order to achieve your goals, you must work on yourself. You must develop the necessary skills, habits, and mindset to reach your full potential. And this brings me to the next part of my speech, which is personal development. Personal development is the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving your goals. It is about constantly learning, growing, and improving yourself. You see, success is not a destination, it is a journey. And personal development is the vehicle that will take you there. It is the process of becoming the best version of yourself, both personally and professionally. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't have time for personal development. I have a job, a family, and other responsibilities. And to that I say, personal development is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is an investment in yourself that will pay off in the long run. I challenge you to make personal development a priority in your life. Set aside time each day to read, listen to audiobooks or podcasts, attend seminars, or take courses. The more you invest in yourself, the more you will grow, and the closer you will get to achieving your goals. In closing, setting clear and specific goals is the number one way to work harder on yourself. It is the first step towards achieving success and personal development. Remember to use the SMART method when setting your goals, and always have a plan to achieve them. And never forget, success is not a destination, it is a journey. Embrace personal development and make it a priority in your life. As I always say, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Thank you.
How come such a difference from those who can reach such incredible heights and those who haven't yet found the answers for their life and their health and their future? We just have to ponder that and let that give us a note of seriousness. It's serious whether you win or lose. It's serious whether you succeed or fail. It's serious whether you've got a good future carved out for yourself or you do not have. Here's how to really cash in on this year. Number one, get serious. Life is serious. We call it life or death. Next, to make this your best year ever, have a piece of the 400 million. See what you can do. Touch the lives of as many people as you can possibly touch. Number one was get serious. Here's number two, get smart. That's what these journals are for. That's what pad and pencil's for. That's what taking notes is for. See if you can't increase your ability to comprehend ideas, information that can be life-transforming. Don't miss the opportunity to learn. Take a good key phrase home. Use it in your training. Don't be lazy in learning. Don't be casual in learning. Develop a whole new intensity for the 90s that you're not going to miss the information. You're not going to miss the stories. You're not going to miss the details. Get smart. Here's a couple of parts to it. Number one, your own personal experience. Right? If you've had a bad week, just sit down and ponder that for a while. Study it. See if you can't pick up some ideas from a poor week and then make a better week. Learn from your own experiences. One way to learn to do it right is do it wrong. I mean, that's one way to learn to do it right. Do it wrong. Now, the key is don't let it take too long. If you've done it wrong for a year, we suggest that's long enough. You don't need another year just to prove a point. No, 1 year is enough. Learn from your own experience, right? So the call didn't go well, all the stuff. Guess what they did when they finished that call? They made another call. What else could we do to make it better? How could we possibly improve? This is called the possibility for life change. Starts with education. Don't be lazy in learning. Don't be lazy in picking up the ideas. Don't be lazy in learning from your own experience. That's why you've heard from some people that have shared their testimonial here and given you some of their ideas, ways, and means of taking this product to the marketplace, making it work for you. We've devoted most of our time for that, and well, we should. Learning is the beginning of wealth. Learning is the beginning of life change. So education, get smart. Don't miss the training class. You say, well, I've already been to one of those classes. I've already heard it. I got a good phrase for you to take home. That's no sign you got it. Just because you've listened to those millionaire tapes one time is no sign you've got it. I'm asking you to listen to them over and over and over. I'm asking you to dedicate yourself to a new level of learning in 1992. When I travel with Mark Hughes, he's got his book open. He's got a book open. He's reading. He's studying. Lives of successful people. Lives of despicable people. Study, learn, grow, change, develop. Never let it be said you didn't learn. Right? If you want to solve your problems, you got to learn. If you want to take advantage of an opportunity, you got to learn. We can't come here and just give you the marketing plan, give you the product, send you home. We got to stay for a while. Learn, stay for a while. Right? Put on those cassettes and stay for a while. Right? We asked you to come here for a couple of days and stay for a while. Do some learning. Take it back home. So, number 2, to have your best year ever, a good piece of that 400 million, make your dreams come true. Number 1 is get serious. Number 2, get smart. Develop your own personal philosophy here. Philosophy, major determining factor in how your life works out. Each person's philosophy is like the set of the sail. The same wind blows on us all. The difference in where we arrive at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year is not the wind that blows. And the wind is blowing around the world. The world is in solution. Things are a-changing. The walls have come down. All kinds of things are happening. In Russia today, the winds are blowing. But what's going to make the major difference? Each person's personal philosophy that sets a better sail, sets a better sail. So don't ask for a more favorable wind. That's like wishing something that's not going to occur. Don't ask for better seed and soil. All you got's what's available. Don't curse what you got. On this planet, all we got's the seed that's here, the soil that's here, the miracle of life that's here, the opportunity that's here, the seasons that are here. That's all we got. Wherever you've come from in your country, the economy you got, that's all you got. In America, our economy, that's all we got. The government, that's all we got. The marketplace, that's all we got. Whatever you do, don't criticize all you got. The key is to set a better sail and turn what you've got into the miracle of your future. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problem. Wish for more skills. That's the reason for coming here, spending a couple of days of intense effort, taking notes, rolling up your sleeves, going to work, commit yourself to learning so that you can get smarter for the days ahead. Develop your philosophy. Herbalife's philosophy has carried it now, these 12 years, to extraordinary heights. Those who do the work get the pay. A philosophy that commits itself to having the finest no matter what it costs. That kind of philosophy. I'm asking you to develop your own personal philosophy. Get your business philosophy going. Get your financial plan going. Don't violate the conclusions of your own philosophy by not executing and taking action. But that's number 2, get smart. Here's number 3, get going. As smart as you might become after these 2 days, as many ideas as you take away from here, they're truly, as Larry mentioned, like seeds to be planted in the soil. You got to get going. You got to take action. The disciplines is the miracle process. And here's how to get the miracle of your future going as far as disciplines are concerned. Number one, do what you can. You might go home and set a whole new pace for yourself, and we call it cleaning up neglect. Should walk around the block, could walk around the block for your good health. Don't walk around the block. See, you're on the wrong track. Should read, could read, don't read. On the wrong track. Should call, could call, don't call. On the wrong track. Could change, should change, don't change. You're on the wrong track. Letters you haven't written, conversations you haven't had with your family, somebody you should sit down with when you get back home, get that job done. Don't let neglect destroy your days, destroy your life, and destroy your future. Go back and do what you can. And if you'll do what you can, then life will give you some extraordinary things to do. We all pity the man, right? Wants to stride out of his house, go straighten out the corporation, has not yet straightened out his garage. You've got to take care of the small disciplines before life will give you a chance to handle the more complicated disciplines. How do you think Mark Hughes got here? Scattered now throughout 14, 15 countries, another 14, 15 coming up. I mean, how do you do this? You start first with the smallest of disciplines, and do not neglect them and do not disregard them as being trifling. Everything matters. Everything's important. Good phrase to take home. All disciplines affect each other. In fact, here's a good philosophical phrase. If you hadn't thought of it before, here it is. Everything affects everything else. It's so easy to be casual and say, well, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I'm telling you, everything matters. Of course, some things matter more than others, but there isn't anything that doesn't matter. Then here's the positive side. Every new discipline affects all your other disciplines. If you'll get some new things going, make some calls you've never made before. Step up your activity level. Step up your labor level. Develop the skills from these 2 days of training here. And you'll go home and work some miracles on your days and your life and your future and your income, your business. And a bigger portion of that 400 million will certainly be yours. Go for the disciplines, the smallest of disciplines, the least of disciplines. Like keeping your accounts in order. The smallest of disciplines. Did you ever hear this expression? I don't know where it all goes. Did you ever hear that? I don't know where it all goes. Wow. Oh, we'd love to have you run Herbalife. You don't know where it all goes. How long do you think we'd last here in Herbalife if that was your philosophy sitting at the top like Mark Hughes? Let me give you the story on Mark Hughes. Mark knows where everything goes. And he started back when he only had pennies. He started back when he only had dollars. He started back when he didn't have much. But here's the key. One of the greatest extraordinary phrases that's ever been written from antiquity says, if you'll be faithful, if you'll be disciplined when the amounts are small, we'll make you a ruler, give you a position of authority when the amounts are many. Somebody says, I've only got 2 or 3 distributors. I don't know where they are. Come on. If you've only got 2 or 3, you can know when they get up. You can know when they go to bed. You can know all the details. Take care of your disciplines when the amounts are small. And then life will see to it that you get some extraordinary numbers to work with, like you saw the stories displayed here. Do not disregard the smallest of disciplines. Let us not neglect. Do not neglect the smallest of disciplines. And build on that foundation, and you can have everything you could possibly want. Okay? Get going. Here's number 4. Get better. There isn't any of us that can't get better. So turn on this whole idea of personal development and personal growth. That was what my teacher shared with me to change my life. Starting a few steps from here at that convention. I'm telling you, for things to get better, you got to get better. Don't ask for it to change out there. Ask for you to change here. Don't ask for a more favorable wind. We call that naive. Don't ask for better seed, better soil. This is the only planet you got. Just ask that you can get wiser and stronger and better and be able to take care of your own responsibilities. Get better. Learn how to handle the seasons better. Let's go through them. Some stuff I did on satellite many, many years ago. Let me just review those notes for you on this getting better part. Learn how to handle the seasons of life. Number one, learn how to handle the winters. We're all going to go through some winters. Herbalife's been through a few. Just the winters of the calendar in the last 12 years. How many winters? About 12. But it's not just the winters of the calendar. It's not just the winters of the seasons. There's all kinds of winters. The winter when you can't figure it out. The winter when it all goes wrong. The winter when you have all kinds of hecklers on a telephone call. Right? The winter when you get that first half dozen refunds. The winters of your life. Social winters. Political winters that we're going through around the world. The economic winters that a lot of people are experiencing these days. Personal winters when your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces and the nights are unusually long. It is simply called winter time. But here's what you got to do in your own personal development, your own personal growth, and that is just get better at handling the winters. You can't change the winter. You can't change the seasons, but you can change yourself. You say, well, what can I do about the upcoming winters of my life? The challenges that I know I'm going to face. Here's what you can do. You can get wiser and stronger and better. Just make a list of that trio of words. Wiser, stronger, better. Go home smarter than you came. Go home with more ideas than you came with. Next, get stronger. You can develop the muscle. You can develop the courage muscle. You can develop the inspiration muscle. You can develop the dedication muscle. You can get stronger. There isn't anybody here that can't get stronger. Next time we see you, may not even recognize you. How strong you're going to be able to become in language, in style, in personality, the ability to cope, the ability to handle with anything that happens, no matter what happens. And the third one is get better. We can all get better. I've gotten better. Under getting better, I just want to make this list of 4 words. 4 words. First, we talked about getting serious. Second, get smart. Third, get going. Fourth is get better. And here's 4 good words to take home. 1 is absorb. Develop the skill and the ability to absorb everything. Be like a sponge like you've been today. This has been a good, serious group. I appreciate that. You've worked as hard as we have up here on this platform. You've rolled up your sleeve and you've gone to work and you've taken notes, and I appreciate that. Absorb everything you can. Absorb the sights and the sounds and the color. Guess what you're going to want to do? Go back home and invest this experience into other people's lives. And you can't invest it if you haven't got it. So I'm asking you to appreciate the color. I'm asking you to appreciate the auditorium. I'm asking you to appreciate what's going on here. I'm asking you to appreciate each other. Soak this all up. Soak it all up. It's called absorb, absorb, absorb. Then when you get back home, you can give out, give out, give out. And you'll have an extraordinary effect on the people that you reach out and touch. Here's the next one. Develop the ability to respond. That's what got me almost 6 years ago. Mark and Larry made that call. I responded. It touched me. The vision they gave me, the story they gave me, the pictures they painted, the numbers they gave me, what we could do together, the team we could build, dominate the industry, walk head and shoulders above anything else that's out there, have an extraordinary adventure that's only been given to a few, a chance to walk the summit, got me, touched me. Now I'm asking you, however, not only to be touched with the summit numbers, the 400 million, I'm asking you to be touched with the smallest of people's challenges. Don't just be touched with the challenge. I'm asking you to be touched with the problem. Let people's problems get to you. Let people's problems touch your heart this year like never before. Be touched. Let life touch you. Don't let it kill you, but let it touch you. The problems that are out there, people struggling with their economy, struggling with their health, struggling with their future, I'm asking you to let that get around your heart. Let it do something to you. Don't go untouched. Don't go unmoved. When you walk out of here, open yourself up. Don't build up the wall. The same wall that keeps out disappointment, keeps out happiness and opportunity. Take the walls down. Let yourself be touched by what's going on out there. Let sad things make you sad, as well as happy things make you happy. Let your heart get touched, and you'll have good hands then to take this product to the marketplace. Here's number 3. Develop the ability to reflect. Long after this session is over, I'm asking you to go back over it one more time. I'm asking you at the end of the day, go back over your day. I'm asking you at the end of the week, go back over your week. Make that week more valuable. At the end of the month, go back over your month. At the end of a conversation, go back over the conversation. How did it go and what did you do? Learn by reflecting. I call it run the tapes again of your own experiences. And you say, why do that? Here's why. To develop extraordinary ability to gather up the past and invest it in the future. What a next year you could have if you pay more attention this year, soak it up, gather it up, and reflect at certain times what's going on and what's happening. And this year will take a more powerful place in your experience. And then when you get ready to deliver in 1993, people will not believe the words you've chosen. They will not believe the heart and soul that you've mixed with words. They won't believe the power you've got. A few simple things here under getting better. Then here's the last one, and that's to share. We've got this extraordinary opportunity now. Let us not keep it. Let us share it. Let us reach out with a long reach, a strong reach, an unprecedented reach. Let us reach out and touch people not just with our opportunity. Let's touch people with our lives. Let's touch people with our experiences. Let's touch people with our heart and soul. Let's don't just touch people with a marketing plan and a distributor kit. Let's touch people with their health, yes. With an opportunity, yes. But here's a commitment I'd like to have you make to me. Let's help people with their lives, not just their health. Let's help people with their lives, not just their income. Let it be said, if they were around us 1 week, 1 month, or a lifetime, that when they got around us, not only did we talk about money, not only did we talk about product, we talked about life. We talked about getting better. We talked about becoming all that you can become. We talked about picking up a challenge. We talked about not settling for less than you can possibly be. Let's do that. Let's develop those abilities. Now here's my last 2 parts to make this your best year ever. Get excited. And excitement is not just, excitement. Excitement that runs deep is the excitement that really lasts for a lifetime. Not surface excitement. There's been a lot of noise here, but what I really appreciate and feel is that this room is full of more than noise. It's full of more than sound. I'll tell you what's really going to serve you well, and that's the excitement you feel inside that isn't even probably expressed on the outside. The excitement that runs deep. The excitement that stirs commitment. The excitement that stirs courage. Give me the chance, and I will get the job done. That kind of excitement. Develop that kind of attitude. Get excited about your own skills. Get excited about your own abilities. You can put it into words. If I can start with nothing and finally stand on this platform, deliver best words I can choose, words are clumsy at best when you try to express what's going on in your heart, your head. But I've done my best, but I'm telling you, if I can find the words, you can find the words. And here's a key here. Communicate. Don't leave it unsaid. If somebody's got some congratulations coming, don't fail to congratulate them. If a distributor has got a word of praise coming, don't fail to give it. Don't fail to say it. Don't fail to say it. Find the best words you can. Struggle with the best words you can. Borrow some words if you have to. I borrow all kinds of words. Winston Churchill one time said, truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, and ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. See, I love to borrow that. I mean, that's better said than I could say it. See, that's well said. You could stay up all night and not think of that. I mean, it's well said. I'm asking you to borrow the words that have come from this platform. Borrow the words that have come from the top 10. Borrow the words that have come from the distributors who have shared so eloquently with you. Borrow their words. Borrow their notes. But then I'm asking you to start choosing the best words you can. We want you to get good at these skills of communicating. Skills of touching people's lives with words. Touching their heart with words. Helping them to see something they've never been able to see before by your words. Choose the best words you can. Don't fail with an opportunity to challenge yourself to choose good words. Search for the words. Struggle for the words. But don't let somebody within the scope of your influence go without your words. Words work miracles. Words can help people to see something they've never seen before. There's a lot of people you haven't got to yet. They can't see how they can possibly be healthy. And if you'll come along with your good words, you can turn on all the lights for them. They can't see how they can possibly be successful. And if you'll come along with your testimonial, that's why Herbalife is built on testimonials, words that work, miracles, help people to see. And when you come along and tell your story, people are going to say, before you got here, I was blind. And now that you've talked to me, I can see. I can see the possibilities. I can see the opportunity. I can see that if I take a hold of this thing, I can change my life. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I'm asking you, don't miss the chance to work miracles with your words. Get excited about your possibility to work miracles with words. And now here's my last word to you, and I'm finished for this day. But let me give you this last one. To make this your best year ever, get away, balance your life. Take care of your family. Take care of your responsibilities. Take care of your spirituality. Take care of good friendships. You've got to have some friends. That's why I'm here. I made these extraordinary friendships way back when. It lasted all these years. Now got me an invitation to participate in something so extraordinary. This came about from a friendship. Now, I had the skills. Somebody says, well, you know, they offered you millions and a chance here just because you were friends. No. You don't just offer your friends millions. No. They got to have some skills. So I did bring skills, but I'm telling you, my chance to bring my gifts and my skills to you today is because I nourished these friendships over all these years. But here's the secret to my success. I stood up and did it again. Stood up and I did it again. And I did it again, and I did it again all those many years ago. I did it when I was scared, and I did it when I didn't want to, and I did it when I was ill. And I did it when it didn't work well, and I did it when they didn't appreciate it, and I didn't a lot of times when I didn't know much what I was doing. I just did it anyway. And now all these years later, I'm asked to walk on this stage with the greatest introduction I've ever had, greatest response and welcome I've ever had, the greatest opportunity I've ever had to touch this many lives with a mixture of words and heart and soul. I got better. I got better day by day and week by week and month by month. And I'm asking you to do the same thing until you can develop a long arm and a long reach, until you can develop influence that won't quit. Touch people next year you couldn't touch this year. Touch people now you couldn't touch before. Conduct a meeting now you couldn't conduct before. Heart and soul now mixed in there that wasn't there, missing before. I'm asking all of you to get better in spite of the winters, in spite of the downturn, the money downturn, the social downturn, the personal downturn, whatever it is. Just get stronger. Get better. We've all got those personal winters. We know what those are like. Barbara Streisand sings, it used to be so natural to talk about forever, but used to be's don't count anymore. They just lay on the floor till we sweep them away. You don't sing me love songs, you don't say you need me, and you don't bring me flowers anymore. A winter song. But hey, we're acquainted with all those personal winters and all the rest of it. The key is not to wish for a better winter. The key is to wish for more strength, more wisdom, more courage, get better, get wiser, get stronger. Here's number 2. Learn to take advantage of the spring. Spring means opportunity. And we've got a fresh spring going here. It's called a spring like no other. A spring and opportunity like no other for you. But here's the clue. Spring is not a guarantee of a harvest in the fall and the autumn. Harvest on. Here's what you must learn to do. Underline the 2 words if you're taking notes. Take advantage. Take advantage of the spring. Don't just be faked out by the spring because the nice weather has come. Looks like everything is going to be a lot better. The winter's finally passed. The spring is here. I'm telling you, that's not going to do it for you. Just because the spring is here, it's not going to do it for you. You got to seize it with your own 2 hands and take advantage. Read the books. Study the tapes. Go back through your notes. Get ready to cash in on the spring. And now there's a sense of urgency here. Here's why. Spring doesn't last that long. To be able to say, I just got back, doesn't last that long. It's called the springtime of opportunity. Postpone a few things in the springtime. Get the job done. Set aside a few things in the springtime, get the job done. Where I was raised, in Idaho farm country, what if you asked a farmer to go bowling in the spring? What would he probably say? He would say, you're insane. You can go bowling in the winter. When you can't plant the crop, you can't go bowling in the spring. You've only got a certain piece of time, and you got to get it done in that certain window of opportunity. And that's what we've got here, a window of opportunity. Let's take advantage of it. It's called take advantage of the spring. And there's also an urgency here. How many springs have you got in a lifetime? Not very many. Life is brief at the longest. The Beatles wrote, life is very short. And for John Lennon, it was extra short. For Michael Landon, it was extra short. But it is short. There's an urgency here. Don't waste your springs. Don't just let them pass, hoping the time will pass. Take advantage. Last year it was seize the moment. And I'm asking you now this season to seize the spring opportunity. You've got a new organization going, seize the spring. You've got a new distributor going, seize the spring. You've got a new life situation going, seize the spring. Take advantage of it. Don't let it pass without giving it the best of your two hands and your attention. Number 3, first, learn how to handle the winter. Second, take advantage of the spring. Number 3, in the summer, learn to nourish and protect. We've got some major challenges now come summertime. One is to nourish our values. Take care of them, feed them. Don't let them go hungry. Don't let them go wanting in nourishment and care. Then here's something else we've got to do in the summer. Defend ourselves against the enemies. Summertime is a unique time. It's a time of opportunity. It's also a time of challenge. But what else is new? It's what life is called. The last 6,500 years reads like this: opportunity mixed with difficulty. Opportunity mixed with challenge. We've got a chance to grow like never before, but I'm telling you, there's going to be many enemies that's going to try to prevent us. As soon as you plant the garden, the busy bugs and the noxious weeds are out to take it, and you've got to learn not only to nourish your values, you've got to learn to do battle with your enemies. Whatever threatens you, I'm asking you to threaten it back. Take care of your responsibility, but don't take anything off of anybody. Somebody wants to destroy your chances for a good future by their negative talk, negative thinking, putting it all down. I'm telling you, walk away if you have to. Walk away. Whatever threatens you, threaten it back. Whatever threatens your opportunity, threaten it back. Now, some of our enemies are on the outside, but here's the most important thing to understand. Some of our enemies are on the inside. Let me give you a quick list. Indifference. You got to do battle with your own indifference. Boy, it's easy to coast, especially if you've accomplished something, extraordinary. Now, somebody says, I got to relax. Here's the key. Not too long. The weeds will take all you plant if you rest too long. Don't rest too long. Indecision. You got to make those decisions. The ones that don't turn out to be good gives you experience to make better decisions. Don't let much time go by without making some decisions. The ones that you can make quickly, make them quickly. The ones that take time, take your time. But get those decisions made. Don't let indecision be an enemy, rob you of the future, empty your bank account, leave you with zero in the purse. Don't let that happen. The next one is doubt. Sure, there's doubts on the outside. People doubt that America's going to make it. People doubt that Europe's going to make it. People doubt that Russia's going to make it, that Poland's going to make it, that Czechoslovakia's going to make it. They doubt the whole world is going to make it. But I'm asking you not to pick up all those doubts. I'm asking you to have some faith, have some courage, believe, drive your doubts into a small corner. Don't let them loose like a mad dog, drive you into a small corner. Don't doubt the future. Don't doubt the possibilities. Don't doubt the extraordinary gifts that your distributors bring to your organization. Don't doubt that. And here's the most important one of all. Don't doubt yourself. If I've got miracle working power to change my life, so do you. If I've got the ability to change, so do you. If I've got the ability to read, so do you. If I can discover, so can you. If I can grow, you can grow. If I can develop, you can develop. If I can get an invitation like I got 6 years ago, help take something around the world, so can you. If I can stand on this platform, Idaho farm boy raised in obscurity, so can you. If the millionaire team can do it, president's team can do it, walk off with the diamonds, the trophies, so can you. I'm asking you, don't sell yourself short. We haven't sold you short. That's why Mark, Larry, and Dr. Katzen and I have decided to invest a big share of our life these 4 days in being with all of you. If we didn't think you were worth it, we wouldn't have showed up. We don't need to conduct another meeting. We don't need to walk on another stage. We don't need to get up early like we get up. Don't need it. Except for the challenge and the opportunity to invest in this many people's lives who wouldn't get up early. To have a chance to work miracles and invest in this many people's lives and help turn the world upside down for better nutrition called Herbalife. Here's the next one, worry. I'm asking you to drive worry into a small corner. You gotta worry some. All this negative stuff serves some purpose. But the key is for you to be the master, not the servant. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning and your daughter's not home yet, best you worry. In New York City, if you step off the curb and one of those yellow taxis is coming, best you worry. But here's what I'm asking you to do. You be the master of worry. Drive it into a small corner. Don't let it loose. And I'm asking you to go home with some new faith and some new courage. I'm asking you, don't worry. Drive it into a small corner. We've all got concerns. And sometimes we all wonder. And sometimes there's a little crack of doubt. We worry a little, but I'm telling you, drive it into a small corner. Drive your worries into a small corner. I promise you from this platform, the dedication of the executives that you've seen and the president's team members and the people that have walked off with 1 through 10, I'm telling you, we're all dedicated to help this Herbalife future that includes all of you be the most spectacular thing that's happened in the 90s. I promise you not to worry because you're in good hands. And now what I want you to be able to say, if you give Mark Hughes a telephone call, or if you have a chance to talk to Mark Hughes in person, whatever village you've come from, whatever street you've come from, wherever you've come from, I'd like for you to be able to say sincerely and honestly with all the dedication you possibly can, Mark Hughes, I want you to go to bed at night and sleep like a baby, because where I came from, when I go back and represent Herbalife in that community, I want to reassure you, Mark Hughes, Herbalife in that community is in good hands. I want some of you from Germany, get together, form a little coalition from Germany. After you've gotten out there and gotten your hands into it, and you've had a chance to work and labor for a while, send Mark Hughes a message. And say, Mark Hughes, the distributors that have now joined forces in Germany, you can rest easy, Mark Hughes. In Germany, Herbalife is in good hands. And all of the rest of the countries. Make that your dedication. Make it personally. Make it collectively as an organization. This incredible opportunity has been dropped in our lap. It's been given to us. We're going to take it to the marketplace, and we're going to take it to the marketplace with good hands, steady hands, growing hands, intelligent hands that can go touch people and get the job done. I'm asking you to commit to it. Herbalife is in good hands. Couple of more. Enemies of the mind you got to do battle with in the summer. One is pessimism that tries to get you only to see the negative side. Of course, there's the negative side. Life is part negative. What else is new? If the glass is half empty, it is half empty. You say, well, I've been only taught to see that it's half full. Well, sure, it's half full. But it's also half empty. I mean, can't you handle that? I mean, that's not too difficult. But here's what pessimism would try to get you to do. Believe that it's only half empty. And when pessimism comes to your mind, you've got to educate pessimism, because pessimism is stupid. Pessimism tries to get you to believe that it's only half empty. You got to say pessimism, you've never been to school. Too dumb and stupid to know. Of course it's half empty, but it's not only half empty. It's also half full. I'm asking you to be in charge. Be in charge of your own mind. Be in charge of your own destiny. Do battle with your enemy in the summertime. In the summertime, you got to learn to love like a mother. Hate like a father. Give life like a mother. Nourish. Take life like a father. Father says to whatever threatens his family, take 2 or 3 more steps toward this family and threaten them, you'll cease to exist. I'm father. I kill. Do battle with your enemies. Now, it's also possible to love like a father and hate like a mother. I'm not saying that isn't possible. Nothing more dangerous than an angry mother. I saw an article in a magazine a little bit ago up in Canada. It showed a man with some claw marks on his back, had his shirt off, big teeth marks in his neck. This man was out in the woods, had his flash camera, saw a mama bear with a little cub, thought, though, this is cute, took a flash picture. Mama bear takes unkindly to this flash picture. Promptly chases the man, catches him, almost kills him before somebody rescued him. So, beware, mama bear. Okay? Love like a father, hate like a mother, give life like a mother, take life like a father, however you want to arrange it, just so you nourish your values, nourish your family, nourish what's valuable for you, nourish your organization, nourish your distributors, nourish your customers, take care of your responsibilities, feed, nourish. But then I'm also asking you to do battle with your enemies. Take sword to your enemies. Whatever's going to destroy those values, take sword to it. If it's worry, take sword to it. If it's threat, threaten back. You got to be like your bloodstream. Good illustration. Red corpuscles to nourish, like a mother. White corpuscles to fight and kill, like a father. You got to do some negative thinking. You can't just think positive. Thank God for white corpuscles that think negative all day. White corpuscles say, just show me some infection, I'll kill it. Whatever threatens this body and its future gets threatened. Whatever's not to kill this body gets killed. I'm asking you, take sword to your enemies, whether they're on the outside or whether they're on the inside. Protect your family, protect your future, protect your values. Love, nourish, but also do battle with whatever's out there to do battle with you. Take some courage from some of those that have been through the battle. They've given you their stories on this stage. They've been through it. They know what it's all about. Take some courage from that. And in the summer, do battle and nourish. Now here's the last one in the harvest time, number 4. Take your harvest and all that comes your way with full responsibility. Don't complain. That 4th season, complaining, I'm telling you, could ruin all of your chances. Complaining sometimes starts as an infection. If you don't take care of it, it becomes a disease. Do battle with it. In the harvest time, reap your harvest without complaint. It's your crop, you sowed it. You either made the calls or didn't make the calls. You wrote the letters, you didn't write the letters. You were steady or you weren't steady. You did it or you didn't do it. You put together a good day or you didn't put together a good day. Take responsibility when the harvest time finally comes and say, hey, it's my crop. Got to take responsibility for it. I do not complain. And then here's the next one. Do not apologize if you've done well. We offer no apologies when these winners that walked across this stage here go back to their communities. We offer no apology for making the kind of money they make. Because of the lives they touched and the people that they helped. No telling what would have happened if these people had not touched many people's lives, who touched many people's lives. When you go back to the community, all of you that were winners here, I ask you to go back with no apology. Because you've done your job well and you've given good hands to everybody you've touched. You deserve all the money.